Hello, my name is Amanda Miller. I am a professional makeup artist. I've been an artist for 15 years, specializing in commercial artistry. I recently gave it all up so I can help teach the everyday woman like myself how to confidently apply her makeup. I give beauty and makeup tips on my social media pages every day, so I'm always getting questions about the makeup that I use. So I thought I would make this video to just kind of fill you in on everything. So I actually use a really simple makeup line. It was created to simplify your makeup routine and condense the clutter. So it makes things a lot easier. Everything is faster. You're not piling layers and layers of makeup on your face, and no more clutter on your bathroom sink or having to dig through your makeup bag. It makes it really easy to travel with. I mean, everything about it is absolutely just phenomenal. The makeup is Mascara Beauty, and I'm actually an artist for them. And what's really cool about that is if you need to be color matched, or if you have any application questions, or you just want tips and tricks, I am your girl. There's a color match form in the description of this video. You can click on that and fill it out, and then you'll just get an email sent to you that will tell you how to take a selfie in natural light, so then that way I can properly color match you. And you'll just send me your pictures, and I have gotten hundreds and hundreds of makeup-free selfies from women, and I can promise you I am a no judgment zone whatsoever. Actually, I don't see the flaws in your face that you see. What I instantly see are beautiful lips, or beautiful eye color, or beautiful eye shape, or skin texture, or eyebrows. I instantly just naturally go to those things, and I always get comments on people's stuff. They're always like, oh, don't mind my breakouts, or don't mind my wrinkles, or I'm like, no, don't apologize. I think you're absolutely stunning. So don't feel weird sending me makeup-free selfies. All I'm doing is looking at the coloring in your skin, and I will send over some suggestions for you and what works for your lifestyle. So just make sure that you don't feel awkward, because I can promise you that there are no negative thoughts going through my mind. Promise. This is my personal kit, so I will go ahead and show you. I have all of my face colors here, and then I have a couple setting powders, my eyeshadows, my brow color, and my eyeliner, all in one handy dandy compact that fits in the palm of my hand. So I don't have all of these products everywhere on my countertop. I have this. This is what I have, and it's my full face, and it will give me all kinds of different looks. What's really neat is that I customize this, and you customize this completely for you. So if you are very minimal, then you can go with just, a few products in, one little compact. Or if you are a glam queen, you can go all the way. We have different size compacts in between, but you can go all the way into like something like this. So just depending on what you love and what you need, this is completely customizable for you. So what is really neat and special about mascara, and why I fell in love with it, is because they don't necessarily have a foundation. So there is a system that's called a highlight and contour, and mascara artists typically refer to it as HAC, H-A-C, highlight and contour. So the highlights work together with the contour to create a dimensional look. So no more flat face, no more putting foundation on your entire face and looking super flat and fake. A lot of people think that that looks really natural, and it doesn't. Actually, when you bring in that contour and you bring in that brightening system, that's what looks so much more natural and so much more dimensional. You're not flat, you're dimensional. So these are all, the highlight shades are all yellow based, every single one of them. And we have every color that can fit any skin tone. And for the fairest of the fair to the deepest of the deep. So they are yellow based, which just means that they give you a lit from within look. It's beautiful. You won't see anything like this. You won't find anything like this on the market. The contours are all ash based, which if you have your favorite foundation, say, you are a wearer of, what did I used to wear? Estee Lauder Double Wear. Say that is your absolute favorite. What's really cool is that you can keep wearing that, but you will never find a contour that's better than mascara. So you can create your own palette that has all of our, you know, a few of your favorite contour colors, or all of our contour colors, or you can do some lip and cheek colors, or you can create a palette of just eyeshadows and incorporate that with what you're already using. So mascara brand works beautifully with so many other brands that are out on the market. You don't have to just have, you know, this foundation system. You customize this to your needs and what you want. I feel like that's so special, and nobody really offers that. I personally was sick of finding a palette that has one or two colors in it that I would use, and then the rest of the palette went to waste. So if I wanted those one or two colors again, I would have to buy that entire palette. So with this, what you do is they come individually in little tins. You slide them out and you put them in their magnetic compact. The compact comes free depending on how many you purchase, 4 more typically. And then you just pop them in there. So say it's gonna be spring or summer and I don't want this blush color, I pop it out and I put in a new one. Or whenever I run out of this highlight shade, or say I use spray tan or I lose my color, pop it out, or just add to the compact if you want, and then you have all of your shades right there. So you don't have to dig through anything. It's always right in your compact, or you just replace it and then move on. So this is unbeatable. So in conjunction with my makeup kit, I'm also going to be using the Mascara Beauty brushes. Now, I am a complete brush snob, being a professional artist, and I can tell you that these are some of the best brushes I have ever used. I will also say that they are very underpriced, but don't tell Mascara Beauty that. So this is, because they're double-ended, this is gonna save you money, and it's gonna condense on your space too. Now, I personally have paid upwards of $50 per brush for one blush brush that looks just like this, but this has 2 ends, and I've paid up to I would say about $45 for a brush that looks just like this. This dual-ended brush is $38. So you're saving quite a bit of money, and they are all very professional grade. I love, love, love these brushes. There's a ton of different options that you can choose from, but today, while I'm doing my makeup, what I'm gonna do is use my favorite brushes, and actually the brushes that I often recommend most often to people that are just starting out. So I use these brushes every single day, pretty much, unless I'm filming a tutorial with the other brushes that we offer. But these are my go-to. So this one is called the Blush and Bronzer brush. This one is called the Detail Hack brush. This is the Hotline brush, and this is the Eyeshadow Everything brush. They're all dual-ended and they're all multi-purpose. So just because I'm using them in one specific way does not mean that they can't be used for other specific ways. What it comes down to is what works best for you and just kind of playing with it. Mascara Beauty has brought fun back to makeup. Like that's all I can say about that. Okay, let's do our makeup. Now I have 2 highlight shades here. One is a little bit lighter than the other one. So what I'm gonna do is take the one that is a little bit darker first. This one is called June, and I am just going to tap lightly with my blush and bronzer brush, and then I'm gonna start pressing on my skin just to kind of even out my skin tone. I do have some discoloration, sunspots, age spots, freckles, fine lines, stuff like that. So I'm just going to apply a very light layer to just, you know, even out my skin tone and make everything look nice and even. And a little bit goes a long way. Because they're cream-based, it just lays right on top of the skin. And so it's not absorbing into the skin like a traditional water-based foundation would. So what happens when it lays right on top of the skin is it gives a very natural appearance because it mimics the look of skin, which I love. So I am just going to use a tiny bit because these products actually are mostly pigment. So you just need less. Less is more when it works, when you are working with Mascara Beauty. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to the Detail Hack brush, and I am going to pick up a little bit of contour. That's this color here. So I like to lay my brush like this and give it a little wiggle, and it picks up the contour color about halfway on the brush. And then from there, I just go right on my cheekbone, like that. Grab a little bit more. And then I go right on my forehead, just around the sides. And what that does is it kind of creates a shadow to where the focus goes towards the center of the face. So I'm just gonna do a little bit more and then a little bit on the jawline. And then blend that out by doing downward strokes. Now you can do your nose, you can do it with the brush. You can also do it with this end. And I also do contour with my fingers, and you'll see this on several other videos as well. So it's really easy to do. Now, when it comes to blending, you can use some people like to do this end just to blend it out. You can also use, you know, the brush just to kind of work it in, or you can use a sponge and just press. Whatever you feel works best for you, that's what's gonna work for you. There's no wrong way to do it. So now I'm going to take the small end of the Detail Hack brush and I'm going back to my lighter highlight shade, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of product and put that right in my tear duct area and do like sunshine rays like this. So I call this the sunshine ray technique because it's kind of like a kid drawing a sun in the corner and then they draw the rays out. You know, so pretend like your eye is the sun and then just draw the rays out. So you're not getting too much product where a lot of our fine lines and wrinkles are, but you still want that brightness right in the center of your face. So I'm going to take just a little bit more and then go right down the center of my nose. I like to do like an exclamation point. So I do a little dot there and then right down the center. And then I go into the middle of my forehead, Cupid's bow, and chin. Now again, you can blend this however you want. You can do pressing like this, or you can take your sponge and press just to blend. However you prefer to do it, that's the best way for you. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I am going to spot conceal. So I have a little friend popping up here. I have some redness and I have some age spots. So I'm gonna go back into my highlight shade, which actually works as a color corrector for me as well. So it just helps to hide redness and pigmentation and stuff like that. So I am just going to kind of press lightly. Remember, you don't need a ton of products. You don't need a lot, just a dot, not a lot. Make sure it's nice and blended. Okay, so from here, now I'm just going to take a little bit of the Bella bronzer. This is a game changer. Even if you don't wear Mascara Beauty foundation, you still need Bella bronzer in your life. Like, let me tell you, it's that good, okay? It's that good. It looks so good on everybody. It is a dupe for Chanel. I used to do makeup for the Rams cheerleaders, and I would use, okay, I need to do my makeup. Okay, so now I am going to squeeze the bristles, lightly tap into Bella because it is very, very high pigmented. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I'll tell you. So I used to do makeup for the St. Louis Rams cheerleaders whenever I lived in the St. Louis area. And I always carried the Bella bronzer in my kit, and it was, oh, I'm sorry, I carried the Chanel bronzer in my kit, and I loved it. It's a $50 bronzer, or it's around $50. And so I would go through a lot of it. And then I just, I just fell in love with it. And I didn't think that there would ever be any kind of product that was like it. And then Mascara launched the Bella bronzer. And I was like, okay, wait, this is $14. And it is literally exactly like the Chanel bronzer. So get you some of that. It's so good. And I have videos on how I use this bronzer as a primer for my makeup as well. And so if I have something going on, I always start with the Bella bronzer and then I put the highlight and contour on top of that. So you can see that it blends out really, really pretty, and it just gives your skin just, a flawless glow without looking too orange. Again, a little bit goes a long way. So from here, I'm gonna add a little bit of my blush. This is the lip and cheek. So you can use it on your lips and cheeks. You can also use it on your eyes. let me go back to the contour. So the contour, actually, you can use to contour your face clearly, but you can also, depending on the color, you can use it to line your lips. You can use it to fill in your eyebrows. You can use it for an eyeshadow. You can use it for an eyeliner. It's all multi-purpose. Like, hello, love that. You can follow along with all of my videos, especially on Instagram. I do makeup pretty much daily. You can check out that and how I use multi-purpose and get different looks using different products. So follow me there, Amanda Miller Makeup. Ding. Okay, so when I'm using a color that's a little bit dark or really, really bright, what I like to do personally is take a big fluffy brush and lightly tap. And so this way you don't have to be scared about, oh my gosh, I'm gonna put, because I know that it can be super intimidating. I'm gonna look like a clown. So you're gonna use the big end, okay? The floppy bristles, kind of shear it out and then squeeze the bristles and lightly tap, then tap on the back of your hand. From there, what I want you to do is just kind of sweep, but hold the, don't hold the brush where it's too close to the bristles. Hold it kind of in the middle and do a light sweeping motion. And it just gives you this really beautiful flush color. See how pretty that is? I hope you like that. So I'm just gonna do a couple taps, one tap on the back of my hand. Don't hold too close to the bristles and just lightly sweep. And it's gonna give you the perfect amount of color right on the apples of your cheeks. And I just like to swing it up a little bit. I'm gonna blend out my chin just a smidge. Okay, so from there, now I am going to take our Illuminator. This actually has perfume in it as well. So if you travel at all, this is really nice. So you can do the perfume, you can do it behind your ears, you can do your collarbone, your wrists, and it just gives the skin a beautiful glow. Put it on your décolleté if you want. And then you can put it on the highest points of your face to add a glow. You can also get it without the perfume. My favorite scents personally are fragrance number 1 and fragrance number 3. So I'm going to take a Perfector sponge and just swipe right into the cream illuminator and then bounce right on my cheekbone. So that is just going to give the skin a beautiful glow. Now this is the color rose gold. All of the perfumes have just the rose gold color to them, but the ones without fragrance in them, without perfume in them, they come in all kinds of colors. So if you need help picking one out, all you have to do is reach out and I will tell you. So I am just going to kind of do that, and then I'm flipping over to the other side of my brush or my palette, and I am going to just, now I didn't clean my brush in between because they're creams. They pretty much transfer right onto the skin instead of absorbing into the brush. That doesn't mean that you don't ever have to clean your brushes, because you still have to clean your brushes. But when you're doing your actual makeup, it is totally okay to go from cream to powder. Check out this brush. So you saw me dip it into the cream, and now you see that it's like pretty much like there's no products there because it's on my skin. So anyway, moving on, same with this one. So I'm gonna squeeze the bristles again, do one little swipe, and then just start tapping right under the eye. And this is just gonna give you like a really nice matte look without looking too powdery. So it kind of gets rid of the shine. And what's really cool about the Vanilla Dust Setting Powder is that it blurs any fine lines, wrinkles, and big pores. And then we have Cayman Bronzer, which I believe we are getting ready to discontinue. So if it's in stock, you might wanna grab it because this one is so pretty. So I'm just gonna take that a little bit there on my bristles and just sweep it where I put my contour. And it's just gonna set that contour area. So you can see that I didn't put a ton of powder or anything like that on the illuminator. It just sets anywhere that you want it to set and gives like a nice matte look without being too powdery. Okay, so now I am just gonna do my eyes really quick. I have the colors Stay Golden, and then Bubba, Unicorn, You Complete Me, Coco, and I believe this is Trust. And then I have the color Oak for my eyebrows, and then I have Black Friday as eyeliner. So I'm going to use the Eyeshadow Everything brush, and I'm going to start as a all over base. I'm going to just use the Vanilla Dust setting powder. You can use really anything. So I'm just going to throw that on from lash line to crease. This is just going to kind of create a base for the eyeshadows to stick to. You can use eyeshadow primer, but if you're wanting to use, you know, just whatever's in your compact, I love the Vanilla Dust setting powder. It absorbs the oils, it doesn't give too much texture or too much product, and it doesn't interfere with the pigment of your eyeshadows that you're getting ready to put on. So now I'm gonna take the Stay Golden color. I'm just gonna, is that called Stay Golden? Yeah, Stay Golden. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that all over my lid from my lash line all the way up to my brows. And again, this is just gonna serve as a base, but this color actually has pigment and a slight shimmer to it. I wouldn't say that it's shimmery. I wouldn't say that it's matte. It just gives like a nice warm color to the lid. I think it's so pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the color called Bubba. This is one of my favorites, as you can tell. It is a nice warm orange color, orangey brown, and I'm just gonna sweep that right in the crease. So I'm just doing windshield wiper motion right in the crease, and this is just gonna give my eyes a little bit of depth. So from there, I am going to take the color called You Complete Me, and with my finger, it's like a beautiful rose gold color. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm gonna take that, and I'm just gonna pop that right on my lid with my finger, because your finger is an artist's best friend. That's your most used tool. So don't be scared to use your finger. A lot of people are like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. I thought that was so unprofessional. Girl, no, use your fingers. God gave them to you for a reason. So I just use my finger to pop that on my lid, and then make sure that it's blended. So the brush does do a better job than your finger of blending. So slap it on with your finger really quick and then blend it out with the brush. Easy peasy. Now, I like to add a little bit of oomph inside the inner corner of my eyes, and I think you should too, because that is what's going to give the illusion of your eyes looking a little bit more bright and more awake. So I just take my pinky, and I'm using the color called Unicorn. It's just a bright white. It's a little shimmery color, and I just tap that right in the inner corner of my eyes. Now, let me tell you, I've had this for a really long time, because I typically only use this just like right in the inner corners of my eyes, and it's finally hit pan. So it's gonna last you a long time if that's how you use Unicorn. just let me, I'm embarrassed to even tell you how long I've had it. It's probably been about almost 2 years. So there's that. Now I wanna add a little bit of dimension back into my eyes. So I'm gonna use the color called Coco, and let's see, I am gonna take just a little bit, one dot, not a lot, and I'm just gonna throw that on the outer edge of my eye and sweep it into my crease, and then I'll do that on the other eye. Now this is just gonna give you like a nice warm look, but not too overly dramatic. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the color called Trust. This is going to make you have like more of, I would say, a smokier look without like a daytime smoky eye. So I'm just gonna take that right on the outer edge, and I use such a tiny amount of product. I'm telling you, this stuff is so pigmented that if you want a smoky eye, girlfriend, you can get a smoky eye real quick. So watch, I just dot, not a lot, and then I just tapped off the excess with my finger, and I do like a little tap right there, and then just kind of sweep that into my crease. And it just adds a little bit of depth and dimension to your eyes. So I'm gonna make sure that that is nice and blended. And then from there, I am going to just add a little bit of color under my eyes. So I'm flip the brush over, and then you just grab a little bit of Bubba and run that along your lower lash line. And that is just going to add a little bit of pop, a little flare. And if you have light color eyes, what that's gonna do is kind of, I don't want to say counteract, but it kind of accentuates either green or blue eyes because of that orange tone. And if you have brown eyes, it actually accentuates like the honey brown in your eyes. So Bubba is so good. And then what I'm going to take is Coco right here, and I am just going to do a little bit on the outer edge of my eye. And again, that's just going to give a little bit more depth. Now, taking the color Oak, and to find out what your perfect eyebrow color is, all you have to do is message me. And what I'm gonna do is this one is matte, so make sure that your eyebrow color is matte. And then I'm going to take the Hotline brush, just take a little bit. And this is also a beautiful eyeshadow for all over too, by the way. So I'm just gonna take that and lightly fill in by doing short hair-like strokes from starting from the inner corner and work my way to the tail of the brow. And then from there, what I do, once I get the pigment on, is I just take the other end of the brush and lightly comb through. So then that way everything is blended. And then from there, you're just gonna take Black Friday eyeliner. Now you can also use a matte black eyeshadow. We have a beautiful one that's called Salem. This one is cream. I would say that if you are not a huge eyeliner wearer, this would be perfect for you. Even if you are, and you just don't want to carry a pencil or another product, this is the way to go. So I'm just going to do a couple swipes into Black Friday, and I am going to start pressing that on to my lash line. And I do eyeliner a little bit differently than most people, and I have tutorials on how I do my eyeliner. I just do short strokes just to get a nice line, because I am a shaky person naturally, and so I cannot draw a straight line. So what I do is I start in the center and I just draw little dashes right in my lashes. Dashes in my lashes, honey. That's how I do it. And it works every time like a charm. So I just go like this and then put a little liner on the inside, and then your mascara. I added my mascara. No, Mascara Beauty does not have their own mascara. I have been using the L'Oreal Telescopic. Not a fan. I'm just using it because I have it on hand. Not one of my favorites. Okay, so I want to show you a little trick. I've talked about this a bajillion times, but I feel like it's important to talk about it even more, because this is going to make your makeup game so much a little better. A lot better. Okay, just follow along. So you're gonna take your detail hack brush, and what I want you to do is look in your mirror and kind of sweep up after you do your eyes. And what this is gonna do is going to get rid of any of that fallout, so then that way it lifts your eye up. Because if you have any eyeshadow that's falling this way, it's gonna ruin your face makeup. So make sure that you're getting that nice lift in your makeup by wiping off the excess. So then that way it lifts everything up. There's your tip of the day. Ta-da! Okay, moving on to lips. This is my favorite part. You can do whatever you want, however you want. I like to mix and match. I typically have a bigger compact that is full of all my favorite lips and cheeks. And I mix and match and create my own shade. And then somebody asks me what color I'm wearing on my lips, and then I say it's about 12 different shades. I'm telling you, this makeup is so fun. It's so fun. I love that it put makeup, like it made makeup fun again. Today, what I'm going to be doing is the color Sandstone. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger, and I'm going to lightly just kind of do these like flicks on my lips. So I just kind of tap, and then I leave the center open. Do a little smush, and then leave the center open again. Smush. And then I'll take whatever's left and do the center. So whenever the outer edges of your lips are darker than the center of your lip, it's gonna make your lips look a little bit bigger. So there is that. You can also take the small end of your eyeshadow everything brush, wipe off any excess product that's on there. I like to take a mix of the Bella bronzer and my contour color and just lightly go on the outer edge of my lips and create a line without creating a line. So just kind of smudges a shadow on your lips. It makes them look a little bit more zhuzhed up, if you will. Then I like to take the eyeshadow that I did on the inner corners of my eyes. I like to take that, just do a little bit right on my Cupid's bow. A little bit right on the tip of my nose. And you can do right at the center of your lower lip. And it gives the illusion of and one last final step is to take your sponge and a little bit of our Stay Spray, spray the sponge, and then just press all over your face to lock it in place. Stuff won't budge, baby, and it smells so good. You can also spray it directly on your face if you like to do that too. This also works as a primer before you put your makeup on. So that's it. I used this, these brushes, and this makeup case. That's everything right there, right here. I can put everything. Can you do that? Can you put everything that you put in your face on your face? Can you put it in one hand? Because I can. Ha! So anyway, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. If you want to get color matched, you know where to find me. This is so simple. It's so fun. It's so beautiful, and it's customizable, which I think you will really, really like that, and that you don't have to waste money on products that you don't need or you don't want. So you know where to find me. I'm here, and you're welcome to subscribe to this channel. I like to do videos every Wednesday, so I will see you next week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.